Po is not the first dragon warrior. There's another character in the Kung Fu Panda universe that you probably don't know even if you're a big fan of the franchise, who was the first dragon warrior. However, there are some dark and scary aspects to his story. I'm going to prove it to you and reveal who the first one really was. If you love animations, you're in the right place. This is the Cine Lovers channel. To help you understand and learn more about the first dragon warrior, let's take a journey into the first season of the Kung Fu Panda, the Paws of Destiny series, available on Prime Video. This series is excellent, and it's worth watching. It was released in 2018, has 2 seasons, and a total of 26 episodes. About 1,000 years ago in the series events, Jindiao was the original Dragon Master. Jindiao is the name of our protagonist in this video. He was the mentor of the 4 constellations, where he taught Kung Fu and about Qi itself. However, Jindiao ended up being consumed by the power of his own golden Qi, and became obsessed with capturing the source to achieve even greater power. He wanted to steal everyone's Qi, and also get the scroll. Quite a greedy guy. He even tried to kill the 4 constellations. So, Jindiao had the form of a dragon, hence the name Dragon Warrior. And this name stuck. So much so that Po is not called Panda Warrior but Dragon Warrior. This title with this name was passed down from generation to generation. If Jindiao were a lion, it would be Lion Warrior. Jindiao's students were desperate. The guy has lost it. Our mentor has gone bad. So, they teamed up with Master Ogway and Bunadal Harma, a very wise rabbit who loves hitting others and is over 1,000 years old. They all had the brilliant idea of separating Jindiao's spirit from his dragon body and imprisoning it inside a spirit urn, which was built by the rabbit. Because he was a mentor, he was the dragon warrior, and he was possessed by the power of Qi. He already had powerful Qi, but he wanted more. He was the big shot, and no one could stop him. He was getting too violent. The only way out was to separate his spirit from his body. Comment Kung Fu Panda if you like this franchise. And go ahead and leave your like, because it's totally free. I mentioned that the rabbit made the urn to trap the spirit, right? So, on the day they were going to do it, the rabbit ended up falling asleep and oversleeping.
What?
Exactly, Po. I was also outraged, because he slept too much. He forgot to bring the urn and left the 4 constellations, who were Jindiao's students, in the lurch. And now, who will defend the 4 constellations? Because the crazy guy was coming full force and didn't care if they were his students or not. He wanted to steal everyone's Qi. No one saved the 4 constellations. The 4 realized they were left in the lurch, and the only option was to sacrifice themselves. They went to the spirit world and died, but at least they managed to separate Jindiao's spirit from his dragon body. But since there was no urn to shove the guy in, Jindiao's spirit roamed free, and he desperately sought another body to inhabit. That's when he chose a drunk vulture named Chong, and he took over the guy's body, and stayed with him for a long time. Poor Chong! And this Jindiao is very wicked because he pretended to be a sick bird and needed care while at the same time making everyone believe that he was a cute, affectionate, and helpful guy. All lies! The Kung Fu Panda franchise is wonderful, full of memorable, funny, powerful characters, and there's still a lot of story to tell. Now there are 4 movies and several series with many seasons and episodes. I hope there are more productions, especially Kung Fu Panda 5 and 6. Jindiao's powers are very similar to Kai's. In fact, his purpose and goal are very similar to Kai's. Steal everyone's Qi to become the most powerful of all. About his powers, he can control the mind of anyone he wants, making them obey everything Jindiao says, and he can also see through the eyes of those whose minds he controls, which is very similar to what Kai can do with the Jade Zombies. Jindiao steals the Qi of many people, but what he wants the most is Po's Qi because he is the current Dragon Warrior, and his Qi is very strong. He even poisons Po and enters his mind, and the two start fighting. But until then, Po didn't know that the poor vulture was the villain of the story because Jindiao was in the form of a dragon in Po's dream. In fact, Jindiao came very close to successfully stealing the Qi from our favorite panda. He just couldn't because Po was stronger and defeated the guy through his mind. By the way, if you haven't seen this series yet, I recommend it because it's really good. After Jindiao revealed himself to everyone, the big guy managed to steal Po's chi, and the rabbit showed up after 1,000 years. So Po, Bunadalharma, along with the 4 new constellations who are Po's students and took the place of the old constellations, I can make a special video about them later, took the urn and did what needed to be done to finally put Jindiao's spirit inside the spirit urn. Only when they think they succeeded, they actually managed to grab Chong's spirit, the real vulture, who was trapped in the urn, and Jindiao managed to get rid of that body and return to his original form, as a dragon. Now with all the power and in his dragon form, Jindiao destroyed the panda village and everything he could. But our true dragon warrior sent our dear Jindiao to the spirit realm. How did he do that? The same way he did with Kai, with the famous Skadoosh. And the two went there. In the spirit realm, Po transforms into the dragon warrior and fights Jindiao. A dragon fight! Then they return to the mortal realm, and an epic battle ensues between Jindiao and all the pandas. And with a lot of willpower and very powerful chi from the pandas, Jindiao was finally trapped in the spirit urn, and sent to the spirit realm again. I just found it very annoying that Chong, the vulture whose body was stolen, ended up with Jindiao in the urn. Since Kung Fu Panda 4 is in theaters, I've picked these 3 videos for you, Cine lovers. Now is the time for you to choose one of them and click. Thank you so much for making it this far, and see you in the next video, here on the Cine Lovers channel.